One of the questions I get asked the most is, where do you find your land? Well, we get land from all sorts of places. This particular plot came to us before it came on the market through an agent that we know. We'd sold a property through the agent. We hadn't bought one through him, but we'd sold one through him. So I suppose he's, assuming that we've got funds because we sold one. And this particular property was about to go on the market through auction. And they called us. They called my wife up and said, "Look, it's going on the auction market in a week's time. Do you want to buy it? Are you interested?" And we basically bought it before it came onto the market. Now, this was a bungalow, an old prefab bungalow. It was valued at 45 as a guide price, and it would have fetched maybe around 60, 65 anyway, maybe even 70. We didn't want to get into a bidding war, so what we did was we offered £60,000 because we knew it was going to work straight away, and we'll go through the numbers in a moment. But this particular property, it's an old prefab, so it had no planning. It was just being sold as a prefab, so it's unmortgageable, and you could buy with bridging or cash. That was the only sort of real two forms of ways of purchasing. And what we did was we agreed to buy it. We was under auction conditions. Now, we had 56 days, so we still had 8 weeks to complete. We did start using bridging. There was a bit of an issue with the bridging company. They were taking a bit long, so in the end we purchased the whole thing with cash anyway. And then the next stage was, it went on a little bit longer than the 56 days, but the vendors were fine. So anyway, that was fine. So we bought the property, and the next thing we were going to do was go for planning. And we sit between a house there and a bungalow on this side, which you can't see. So we've gone for a 1.5 story to sit down with a ridge line. The property's going to be 160 square metres, and we're going to build this for around about £60 a square foot. So we're going to be in for about 100 grand build costs. I mean, that's maximum. We should actually come in a little bit lower than that comfortably, but we've allowed £100,000. We've actually put a bit more in for our build costs for our lender, in case you want to draw down a bit more money. But like I say, we should be able to build this a lot cheaper than £100,000 anyway. So although I'm a bricklayer by trade, I won't be laying the bricks on this. I do leverage a lot of the trades out. We're just doing the groundwork, me and my sons. But I still draw down a £2,000 a month project manager's fee. Both my sons get paid every single week for what they do. So there's still, we're still getting paid for what we're doing. It's not like we're doing the work and then that's allowing us to build cheaper than anybody else. But people always ask me about build costs, and £60 a square foot for this is realistic. It's still going to be quite a nice finish inside, but being 1.5 stories, it's never going to be over £100 a square foot. It is if you're going to be paying a main contractor, but if you're managing the projects yourself, you can easily smash £100 a square foot, less than that. I would say around about £85 to £90 a square foot for most people, fully leveraging absolutely everybody. If you're going to be doing a bit of work yourself, there's no reason why you can't be, sort of £70–75 a square foot. The other big benefit is you get all your VAT back. This month we've just got a VAT check back for £6,700. Every single month we get our VAT back. So that's an added bonus. We're getting our VAT every single month with the way we do our accounts. So this particular property, everyone sort of talks about doing big builds. I always say to people that if you're looking to start doing development, just start small. There is definitely some money in single builds. This particular property here, it's valued at 325. That's been valued by our lender's surveyor. So when we took our development finance out for this, they instruct a surveyor to come round. They will do a commercial valuation on the land itself and then on the end project once it's built. So to do that, we've shown them plans and CGIs of what it's going to look like. So they valued it up at 325. And even based on that number, we're still going to make £130,000 profit after development finance, after our fees, after the land purchase, after the build. So we'll give you breakdown numbers: 325 GDV. It's a 100 grand build. We spent £60,000 for the plot. We paid £15,000 in fees. That's arrangement fee, valuation fee, planning, building regs, warranty. And then we've got around about £15,000 to £20,000 in development finance fees. That's an in and out fee and then development finance each month. One of the big things we did do was, because we fully paid for this plot in cash, £60,000, so day one the lender gives us 50% of that land money back, so we get £30,000 back in our pocket to start forward funding the build itself. So total money in from us around about 45,000. That's not a lot. I mean, we've put 45,000 into, you know, even into buy to lets by the time we've refurbished it, and we've probably made, you add a little bit of value, and then you might make £250, £300 a month net cash flow. We'd rather stick 45 grand into a build. It takes about 5 months for us, and we'd rather make £130,000, plus we get our original £45,000 back out, plus we're getting paid £2,000 a month as we project manage the deals. And now if I choose to do some work on these projects, if I choose to do some carpentry or some plasterboarding or block paving, anything like that, because I'm multi-skilled, then obviously I can get paid even more money. So if you're a tradesman watching this video and you're looking to do, you know, your own developments, you know, not only can you project manage, but the more jobs you do on this build yourself, the more you can get paid. I mean, we've just plasterboarded one over the road that we've just built. They quoted us £2,000 to do all the plasterboarding, the ceilings and the dot and dabbing. You know, me and my sons did that in 3 days, and we just share. You know, I share the money with my sons. I said, we can pay somebody else, or if you boys want to work, you can do it. And we chose to do it. We chose to put up the fence the other day. Like I say, we're doing the groundworks on here. My son's just learning to lay bricks over there at the moment. The other son's cutting the blocks, as you can hear. So, you know, it's good money to be made in developments. So this is just one of the ways we buy our plots. Other ways are direct to vendor, which we really like. That's our next project coming up. We also just buy on the market properties that are on Rightmove, and we'll also drive around and let drop properties that we see with, you know, gardens, for example. We've bought a bungalow which we demolished the garage in the back garden and built 2 houses. That was a plot that was on the market. Anybody could have bought it. And that was just on for sale with the agent. Even the agent didn't see that it had a potential building plot. So lots and lots of different ways you can go and buy building plots. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them.